What's up, you guys? April 4th here, and welcome to my motor vehicle. I didn't really have time to go anywhere to film this update, and I had some spur-of-the-moment thoughts, so this is what you get. Remember, it's all about the message, not what's behind the messenger. There's going to be some pictures that pop up anyway. Now, on Monday, we had basically the news break that Susan Rice was, in fact, the person. She directed the unmasking of the names, right, about Trump associates on the NSA intercepts. When it was found out and people, Fox News reported it, I believe, and people started finding out that it was Susan Rice, CNN goes into full cover your ass mode. And Don Lemon, I saw a video of him on there today, basically stuttering and backstepping, telling people they're not going to insult the intelligence of their viewers by discussing it because it was blatantly false. And they claimed, they brought a correspondent on their show, a security advisor correspondent or some weird dude. His name was Jim, I don't even know, I can't read my scribbling here, but Jim, correspondent of CNN, said that he claimed Rice didn't even know. He claimed he knew Rice. So it was basically a friend of a friend of a friend of a former roommate saying that Rice doesn't know about it. Bullshit. And they are essentially shitting their pants. It's quite obvious. Now, this is what's happening on the Earth, right, side of things. Let's speculate here for a minute. The Earth Alliance is obviously making some types of moves, and this is one of them. They're setting things up, obviously, what I believe, for some arrests and larger events to occur. We're going to see people start, in the elite, right, in the deep state syndicates, start to either switch sides or die. One of those two things. We hear rumors of John Podesta claiming immunity, and obviously Rockefeller has died. Brock had a heart attack, and I would venture to guess probably a Bush or another old dweeb up in the echelons of the Satanists is probably going to off next. Whether they actually die or they're just killed off in the news to try to escape doesn't necessarily matter, because they just know they're losing, their tower is falling. That's the point. So anyway, that's what's going on the earthly side of things, and I just wanted to link that hilarious video down below because CNN is in full crisis mode, and I'm sure a lot of the other elites are too. And then what's happening more on a cosmic scale, right? Earth scale, cosmic scale. Antarctica, WTF, there was a giant, I'm going to link a video by YouTube channel Dabu down below. Okay, he posted this on April 2nd, and he showed essentially what was big microwaves, some type of wave emanating from Antarctica. You can't necessarily see where it's coming from because it cuts off on the bottom of the satellite that was taking the picture. It couldn't get the South Pole, but this huge wave emanates from a base that he kind of guessed where it might be coming from in Antarctica. And then what kind of just clicked in my head right about now, I was just in the gym and I was like, shoot, right? I woke up this morning, this is my local news outlet, King 5 here, and they had a story about that ice shelf just holding on by a thread. And I'm like, well, yeah, because of all, right? Corey Goode, right? The secret space program whistleblower, he's allegedly saying that the uncovering of the ruins they're doing down there is at such a high rate that it's destabilizing the continent. And then we have this, and what he also said was that how they are uncovering many of these ruins is that they are shooting water down there and pulsing it with a microwave to essentially steam, uncover the ice and then uncover what's down there. What if that was, we have a microwave that goes off. What if that, it could be linked. I don't know. It's just something we can guess to at this point. It does seem to corroborate. And then on top of that, we could be seeing things set up for certain partial disclosure psyops, you could call them. There's a lot in it. It's basically a false flag or like a bait and switch, whatever you want to call it, by these deep state syndicates with the UFO issue. Because we have said Tom DeLonge kind of, whether he's being a useful idiot or a conscious deceiver, a buddy of mine said that. I really like that one. Posted this article right now that came up on the Washington Post, and just a few days ago on March 31st, Tom DeLonge is talking about a big announcement that's going to occur, and he is so corroborating with John Podesta, who we know got hired by the Washington Post, CIA rag right there, and we also know Podesta is probably going to pull some type of, or is within a group of people, I should say, corroborating with those within the military-industrial complex. We know Podesta has connections to Lockheed and was meeting with certain Air Force officials, like Rob Weiss of Lockheed Skunk Works and General McCasland of the Air Force. So since it's almost as if they may or may not be trying to pull some type of partial disclosure psyop, I wanted to set up that kind of backstory for possibly they want to use Antarctica as that partial disclosure psyop. So it could be essentially a race to see who's going to disclose first. Maybe those within the secret space program who are looking for more of a full disclosure, right? As represented by Corey Good, Bill Tompkins, and Pete Peterson, that Wilcock is representing for deeper programs within the secret space program. Or hopefully we don't get some type of partial disclosure by other people in these black projects that are linked to certain politicians and political initiatives like the Rockefellers, the Clintons, and the said Podesta. So anyway, that's kind of a big story. I hope I outlined that a little bit. We just don't want to, I want to set you guys up with that knowledge. So if something big and grand did occur, we need to see who says what, right? Who has a full disclosure, who's talking about everything, who's talking about the UFO issue, the pedophilia issue, the human trafficking issue, all of it, or who's just talking about a little piece of the pie, right? If you're only talking about the UFO issue and none of the other disclosures that were in those WikiLeaks emails, like Tom DeLonge and obviously Podesta and those associated with that crew, I'm going to question you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that update on April 4th here, and I'm going to do another report, a little bit more reporting on the happenings in Antarctica, of course, because that's crucial, and try to outline this partial disclosure stuffs in a nice succinct video for you guys, because that is essential so we don't get screwed by any type of bait and switch. So, see you guys. Done.